Hello everyone. This makes me extremely happy to be doing this. Welcome to Bioshock. So as you guys may or may not know, I just recently finished my Dishonored playthrough, which is my favorite game of all time. This being my second favorite game of all time currently. We will see where those standings stand by the time I am finished with this series, because unlike Dishonored, which I have played through and completed over a dozen times now, Bioshock I have only completed the whole way through twice. I've played through it like the first half of the game a bunch of times. It has my favorite beginning of any game ever, so I've played it over and over again. I've only completed it twice. Once I get to the end of it again, because it took me a few tries to get to the end of Dishonored before I thought, this is my favourite game ever. This could very well overtake it. I was thinking in my Dishonored playthrough, I'm getting nervous by how much I love Bioshock now. So we'll see what happens. This is, in my opinion, the best voice acted game ever. There are many hot contenders. Most notably in recent times, the one that everyone points out is Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't agree with that at all. Do I think the voice acting is bad? Absolutely not. I think the voice acting is great. But I think people just see... I've been very vocal about this. I like Red Dead 2 a lot. But I think it does get slightly overhyped, overrated in individual aspects of the game, because so many people go out their way to say that they think it is the best game ever, that they refuse to listen to other people say that other games have better other aspects. I think Bioshock has the best voice acting of any game ever. I think this is the best horror game ever. I think this is maybe the best first-person shooter game ever. If you want to, I mean, that is what it is, realistically. I think this game does so many things right. I'm going to try not to spoil anything for anyone who's coming in here as a first-time viewer of this game. And the main thing I want to point out, this series is going to be a lot more loose in structure than my Dishonored one. Dishonored is made up of a bunch of levels that have a start and an end. Bioshock is one continuous running game. So I'm essentially going to play this until I find a spot that I think is a suitable place to end each episode. So we may get varying lengths. Who knows? But I'm going to go into hard difficulty. I'm not going to go survivor because I've done that before and it is a nightmare. But I'm going to go hard difficulty. And yeah, we get to... Well, I'll probably find out some new stuff about the game, honestly, because there will be things I haven't seen before. So hopefully we can discover some stuff together. And yeah, let's get right into it, shall we? So there are kind of technically chapters to the game, I suppose, but it's loose. So we'll see how it goes. This is the remastered version, by the way, it's worth pointing that out.
Son,
which I believe came out in
you were born to do great things.
2013, I think, or 12, something like that.
They were right.
It's a very, very good opening. You would never think, you would never suspect anything that's to come just from that. It's so well done. Like, going back to it now, I see some things that I didn't before. God, oh, it's so good. Just imagine the panic, man. Plane crashes, you end up dozens of meters down in the water, having to swim back up to the surface. No survivors. Like, everyone around is just completely gone. Everything's on fire. In the middle of nowhere, and all you see is this lighthouse. Which is strange, because, I mean, it's a lighthouse. You would assume that it's meant to be, like, turning around, but it only points in one direction. It points out that way. So I'm going to need to remember the controls. You can jump. I think it's shift to bring up the menu. Moon looks really nice, even if the sky is... Oh, I was going to say the sky's a static background, a static image. Well, it is. You just have a thin, very transparent cloud background that kind of moves backwards and forwards over the top of it. It's not bad. The water looks quite good for the time as well. Even if the sort of light coming through it wasn't great. But, you know, there were technical limitations, so... Here he is, Andrew Ryan. Which actually doesn't look all that much like him. You can kind of see the moustache, but his face shape looks kind of different. No gods or kings, only man. In what country is there a place for people like me, Andrew Ryan? So I mean to do more Bioshock voiceover for my YouTube channel, for my main channel. Because I have a bunch of Bioshock scripts that I'm going to use for my demo reel, for my character demo reel, to send off to agents. I have done one already though, which was this man here, his little intro speech. Parasite asks. I assume the rest of it says a slave obeys. No, because I don't know actually, because that's not actually the quote, but because it's a man chooses, a slave obeys is the kind of the moral, I guess, that he wants to deliver. Science, industry, art. And what's this? No, that one doesn't say anything. That's just the Ryan Industries logo, I think. Also very, very good use in this game of Beyond the Sea. Which I can never remember who that's by. Which is really annoying because it's an amazing song, obviously. I'm looking around now and my room's an absolute mess. But whatever. We're getting ready to head off for Christmas, so... Which, by the way, by the time this is out, Merry Christmas, everyone. I should be saying that. Because I will be publishing this on the 23rd. So this will be coming out on the 26th. So I hope that you guys will have had an amazing Christmas. And yeah, you get to spend a lot of time with your family. This is a great speech.
Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture. City where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound.
It's so cool looking.
Where the great would not be constrained by
always wondered what the population of Rapture is.
From your brow, Rapture can become your city as well.
Now we're about to hear the boy Carl Hanover as Atlas. One of my favourite voice acting performances in games. I think second only to Handsome Jack. Plane crash. Oh. Best get over here and be quick about it. The splicers are coming. That's on his way down. That means we've got company. Love him. And your first look at the hints of plasmids. Welcome to Rapture. So again, I don't know how long I'm going to be going with this, whether I'm going to get through the medical pavilion, which is the first kind of main section of the game, or whether I just do this little introductory part, because Welcome to Rapture doesn't take very long to my memory. I think it's like 20 minutes, which I don't know if I particularly want to stick with that. But there's that first splicer. People who have gone mad from plasmid overdose, I think. Or like defective plasmids, I think it might have been. So good. That noise is coming from back here as opposed to here, but whatever. Hi, Atlas. I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. Now, keep on moving. We're gonna have to get you to higher ground. Take a deep breath and step out of the bathysphere. I won't leave you twisting in the wind. He's the main reason why I wanted to try and develop and perfect an Irish accent. Okay, I might have actually turned the volume down a bit too much, but I'm going to keep it the way it is just for continuity's sake for the video. Rapture Transit. Authority. Interesting. Wait, I wonder how many locations that is then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I'm trying to think about it in reference to how many, I guess, quote unquote, levels there are in the game. I think there might be about 6. Kicks a flaming couch down the stairs, as you do. I'd like kill him with that. Huh. I guess that's the strategy then if you don't want to get hit. It's just to jump around. Jump up and get down. Guarded you aren't. What did these kids? Right there, the guarded. I don't know what last line they say is. Rapture, November 5th, 1946. One man's vision, mankind's salvation. So as opposed to Dishonored, where the backstory is told via notes that I would be reading out, in this game they remove the middleman and the backstory is told via like voice recordings, which is kind of cool. They really show a lot of them here. So you've got the Electro Bolt, which is the first one you get. You've got the Incinerate one. You've got the Telekinesis one up there by a guy that looks kind of like Freddy Krueger from an angle. And I don't know what that one's meant to be, whether it's just like a strength plasmid or something. And then you can also see Security Bullseye, which I never really use. And then I don't think I've ever gotten a teleportation plasmid. I don't even know if that's a real thing in the game. That's called Machine Buster, I think, where you do more damage against like turrets and stuff. See if there's any more hypos. No, okay. So what are these ones? I've never seen that one. Electro Ball, Rage. That's like a passive one as well, I think. I don't know that one. And a wind. Oh no, that's the. Yeah, I think that's like a wind blast one, like Dishonored. So here we go. The first plasmid, which you'd think should be blue considering it's Electro Bolt, but whatever. It looks so cool. Even just the injecting it in the forearm should suck. See, I love this bit as well. Even the nameless side characters have great voice acting. And the coolest sounding gaming, here we go. Oh yeah. I love the voice modulation, it's so cool. Give it to me again. Oh, Big Daddy indeed. That's so cool.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel.
The animations are a little bit stiff, but again,
I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute.
technology limits.
Still breathing.
I wonder if it'll ever get another remaster, like modern graphics with Bioshock. Oh man. As long as they kept the art style, man. Especially considering there's due to be a Netflix film about Bioshock, which, by the way, terrifying. I do not want that at all. I'm firmly against that happening, but it's just where we are. They did Borderlands, so of course they've got to do Bioshock. They might as well do Dishonored while they're at it and complete the grand slam of my favourite games. Which bring me endless disappointment. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to be positive about an amazing game. I saw a person's silhouette. There they are. One-door porch. What? Oh yeah, it's hard difficulty, isn't it? Yeah, I need to keep that in mind. Because usually on normal difficulty, you one-shot them like that. Yeah, that's something I need to keep in mind. See where this gets me. About the same, okay. See, there's a elevator crashes. So one of the most impressive things about this game is that there's always noises in the background. There's always people in the background talking. So you'll always hear like creepy voices of splicers just hanging around. And it's terrifying. And it always sounds like they're right next to you at all times.
Listen, I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe. I know you must feel like the
I need to look to see what other work Carl Hanover's done. Because he did a sterling job with Atlas.
Go to Neptune's bounty. Find my family, please.
So immediately over here, which I really like, by the way. I love that the game starts you off by like facing this way. So it's like, okay, a little side area. What's over here? In loving memory of Winston Hoffner. I don't know if that's a real person, like on the production team or what, but the great chain is guided by our hand. There's a lot of very poignant lessons that can be learned from this game. Ow. Ow. Oh, so do headshots deal more damage with this? Oops, sorry.
They destroyed our bodies, our minds. We couldn't handle it.
Oh, the modulation of the radio, it sounds so good. That's Great Ball of 1959. So this is only... No, it said 1960s sort of general, didn't it? It's my head and I owned it. Yeah, everyone fights each other over it. Charlie, where'd you go on? So I don't want to be using first aid kits already. Really not what I want, but generally, as long as you're cautious, you're generally able to bring in as many first aid kits as you're using. So now there's people in the water. So a really effective opening as far... I think I just said really effective. It's a really effective opening as far as getting you used to all the mechanics of the game. I could just gush about this game forever. Diane, a regular voice. A usual suspect that we'll see a lot. Leadhead, where's your pistol?
Silliest girl in Rapture. Silly enough to fall in love with Andrew Ryan. Silly enough. What happened? I'm bleeding. Oh God. What's happening?
Can't remember if this is where the oh, didn't mean to do that, whatever. I guess where the splicers first came from, but
Are you?
see, you got knocked out in one hit. Well, let's be real, killed. So, oh. don't know. Which side was it? It was this side. Gents and dames.
Hey Brenda, you care to tell me where you have the size of Plymouth Rock coming out of your crapper going on 3 weeks now? I ain't saying I'm Shakespeare. I'm trying to run a
Come on.
I got working folk coming in from Port Neptune trying to catch a little diversion. And all I can think about is the state.
Jesus, that scared me. I thought he was on the other side. Okay, I didn't have to use electro ball that time. Very nice. I think that's... I saw that shadow on the wall. Oh, I didn't know you could open that like that. See, they always like throw some shadows around and play little noises and have people talking just to kind of, like, sometimes just to throw you off. It's really, really well done.
Careful now. Would you kindly lower that weapon for a minute?
There she is.
You think that's a child down there? Don't be fooled. She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster.
I don't think this guy was naturally Irish. I might be wrong. If he wasn't, that's so impressive.
They carry Adam, the genetic material that keeps the wheels of Rapture turning. Everybody wants it. Everybody needs it.
Can't remember if there's anything up here. It doesn't look like it. Can't remember if there's fall damage, so let's be careful. I guess I can't jump anymore. And this guy's about to make the biggest mistake of his life, because look up there. Pow. Imagine if someone did that in real life, walking up to a girl with a revolver and just pistol whipping her with it. I love how he looks around like there's no way out, but he didn't block off the door. Like, he could have just left, but he's an idiot. God, he's so cool.
That's the Big Daddy. She got it on him. He keeps her safe.
So they present these guys like they're, you know, the game presents them like they're, you know, the big bads of the game. And I mean, they're the faces of the game, the Big Daddy and Little Sister. They are, you know, because Adam is the driving force of what makes the game so cool and unique. Like its power system. But like, it presents them like they're this huge, big bad. When really, they're just kind of trying to get by. They're just doing their thing. More playing with shadows. Where's your pistol gone? Oh yeah. Always very important to stay stocked up. So annoyingly, it seems like on hard mode you only get 2 uses out of the electro bolt before you have to reload. Okay, let's drop down and let's look around first, just to gather anything that I might need before the place gets locked down. Let's see if there's any more Eve around. Oh, I should have used those first, but it's good to know they're there. Check the boxes. No, I don't need you. Okay, and then shut. No. There we go. I don't know what that is. Oh, Jesus. I didn't remember that. Da-da-da-da. Down you come. Hello. Don't like that. If I could lead you into the water, that'd be amazing. But obviously that's not going to happen. I think another group of them jumps down as well. Yeah, they come out of there. I think a third one comes out as well. Yep. No, we're alright. Just trying to heal back up without having to use one of my first aid kits, because the last thing you want to do is be spending money on first aid kits, because like, you need that for ammo is the main thing. And occasionally Eve, but generally you should be fine. I always forget about this bit. I do always wonder where he broadcasts that from. CIA Jackal.
Here's the news. Rapture isn't some sunken ship for you to plunder. And Andrew Ryan isn't a giddy socialite who can be slapped around by government muscle. And with that, farewell, or до свидания, Jerry.
I love the little the Russian send off as well. Yeah, I can play that game. They never actually break through here, but very convenient that he's only able to get through there after Andrew's done yapping. But here we are in the medical pavilion. Time we on? 32 minutes. There's an argument to be made to stop here to keep the intro episode nice and short. And I think that might actually be what I do. I'm going to keep this intro episode nice and short. We're going to bump it up with the next one, because now it gets into the really good stuff. So I believe, so I'll do an episode for the medical pavilion. I believe it goes straight into Neptune's Bounty after that. Then after that point, we'll hit the Fontaine Fishery. And it has like a little area there. So then after that point, I think I'll basically do one episode per kind of part of the map, if you will. So, yeah, I think I'm going to call this one here. Keep it nice and short, which will hopefully keep you guys, get you guys amped up and ready for the next one, so that you can see some more cool stuff to come. As you can see, there are 2 little sisters, 2 big daddies for us to kill, to get some Adam. So, actually no, I believe there's 1 big daddy, and then 2 little sisters, I think, because I think one of them just gets given to you by Tenenbaum. So we'll see that, and yeah, we'll get into the proper meat and potatoes of this game. So thank you guys, anyone who's tuned in, and I will hopefully see you guys very, very soon. Have a good night, everyone.